There it is.
The following 6-man tag team contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, will be accompanied by Jon Alba, Desmond, Battee, Wonderboy, Brian Morris. This is World Renowned!
And we're done with the pose and we're done with the music.
The posers are here! The posers are here!
Get down, get down, get down. Brian Morris, get down. None of this funny business, boys. We saw what happened last month. Don't ignore them. See, this is why what happened last month happened, because you let them get in your head. You let them get in your head. You let them get in your head twice. Do you think that I like yelling at you? Do you think Daddy likes disciplining you? No, he doesn't.
Daddy?
Let me remind you, I didn't come to the Monster Factory for me. I came here 2 years ago now, nearly, to find rising stars and turn them from pupils into world-renowned superstars. I think it's the three of you guys, but maybe one of you's a Rocco. Now, I don't think that's the case. And I have aligned an all-star elite team to get world-renowned back on the winning ways. So to whoever that team is, all I have to say is viewer discretion is advised.
Well, Jon Alba referring to the worst night of world-renowned lives, losing
Adam Matthews and Marc Raspa.
losing the MFPW middleweight medallion to Smiley, and the MFPW Tag Team Championships to the Ollie Rock Express, including former member Christian Rocco. How about Marc Raspa Jr. and Adam Matthews, the Rebel Rocker?
And their tag team partner,
The Kingpiece!
age 13, Cameron Pierce!
Oh, the Kingpiece Cameron Pierce, you heard at age 13. Certainly looking to show that he is not a boy among men.
Well, we saw the Notorious Mimi started around the same age, I think around 14 years old. What success she has had already by just her early 20s. Cameron Pierce, earmarked for great things. With Adam Matthews and Marc Raspa Jr. in your corner, that's two people I would go into battle with for sure. Hey! Brian Morris is always throwing his shirt at me.
Well, you don't seem to have a problem with it when Oliver does it, or Christian Rocco.
That's done out of love, Ron. That's done out of love.
Well, I mean, I'm sure that he put his heart and soul into that throw.
World-renowned can't help themselves. Can't help themselves when it comes to the Monster Factory faithful. Always gotta pick a fight with them. But it looks like Marc Raspa Jr. wants to pick a fight with Brian Morris, the Wonder Boy. Now, I have to imagine there's some tension between the members of World Renowned and, well, Jon Alba referred to himself as their daddy. But he laid chops into each of them at Summer Splashdown.
You know how I mentioned earlier about so many questions, so few answers? I have a couple of questions that probably don't need answers on that one. Raspa now with a reverse knife edge of his own.
Man, and what a beauty that was. Sending Morris crashing down. A big drop kick now. Morris in enemy territory.
Get him, boy!
Not exactly the wonder corner that the Wonder Boy is looking for, is now Adam Matthews tagged in here.
Oh, blind tag there by
Double
Nick Battee.
flapjack, but yeah, blind tag, and that's where the experience comes in.
Oh. Well, see, it doesn't look like it registered for the referee, but World Renowned retrieving their man anyways. Of course, two officials out here for any multi-person match. One ref on the inside, one on the outside.
You hear the chant coming out of the MFPW arena referring to Nick Battee as some sort of refuse.
Nick is trash signs all around the arena. I got one myself. Oh, Adam Matthews landing on his feet. The Rebel Rocker absolutely rocking. Oh!
And absolutely rocked right there by Nick Battee.
Nick Battee, ever the showman as well. Talks about the perfect angle. Certainly getting a good shot there. And a punch to the kidney from the nuclear option for World Renowned. Chris Desmond, their newest member, joining just a little over a year ago. Wow!
Very impressive in the process and certainly showing it there.
And I will always recognize the talent of these three men. The influence of Jon Alba leaves a little to be desired, but look at just the way Brian Morris carries himself in a professional wrestling ring.
And now this is not where the Rebel Rocker wants to be. Well, now they want to pose.
Adam Matthews holding onto his throat, laying prone in the enemy corner. Nick Battee stomping down on Matthews.
A little bit of history between these two here is it was just last night that Nick Battee had a victory over Adam Matthews on Total Wrestling Live and almost had another one right there.
Nick Battee, of course, having some history with Cameron Pierce as well, the King Piece. Them having a match not too long ago after the conclusion of the juniors camp. Cameron Pierce successful in that match. We'll see who is victorious tonight.
Double suplex and right back up on his feet. The agility of Chris Desmond, and now hooks the legs, still not able to get three as the Wonder Boy, and you see a little bit of an incredulous look on his face.
Nick Battee offering up his hand to his fellow world-renowned OG. Trying to discourage, break the spirit of the Rebel Rocker, but Adam Matthews battling back.
But the numbers game, too much here. Wait a minute.
Friendly fire! And what an enziguri!
But Matthews heading the wrong way. Now heading in the right direction. Looking to tag in Raspa or Pierce.
Desmond looking desperate. Here comes the king piece. Off of Morris into Battee. These two reigniting their rivalry.
Well, don't soak in the moment here. Soak it in after you get the victory. Cover him.
Oh, and it was with a frog splash that he defeated Nick Battee once upon a time. Going for it once again.
Nails it. And the other members of World Renown pulling the king piece out.
Here comes Raspa.
Double cross body block.
Matthews now in the corner. Nick Battee left prone in the ring. Oh.
Might wash his mouth out with soap on that one.
You can't have a 13-year-old saying that. Oh, Battee holding on to the tights. Now the hair. Here comes Brian Morris, Chris Desmond.
Oh no, all three of them.
They're gonna send this 13-year-old on a world tour.
Line tag though.
Everybody's got their eyes on Cameron Pierce. There goes the Rebel Rocker.
Battee able to get out of the way. Morris and Desmond, not so much.
Oh, here he comes. Code Breaker! Oh my God!
And a victory.
The winners of this bout, World Renown!
Brian Morris has been telling me on Total Wrestling Live that World Renown is fine. It seems that just might be the case.
Oh no, and Jon Alba's asking for a mic.